Welcome back. Today, let us take a step back from the whirlwind of information that surrounds us and explore something that, on the surface, appears beautifully simple a contemplation on joy. Now, before you imagine we're veering into overly sentimental territory, let us clarify. This isn't about superficial optimism or turning a blind eye to life's challenges. This is about joy serving as a protective shield. Yes, a shield. Let's dive deeper into this concept. Joy isn't merely a fleeting, happy moment that you stumble upon like a delightful surprise at a celebration, particularly when life feels overwhelming. It's exactly in those tough moments that our understanding of joy becomes crucial. This philosophy acknowledges that the world can be filled with challenges. It doesn't ignore the shadows lurking around us. Rather, it proposes that our hearts have the inherent strength to traverse that darkness, provided we know how to wield our emotional resources effectively. And the first step? It all begins with one essential principle: keep your heart open. Now, I realize that sounds lovely in concept, almost poetic, yet in reality, it can be incredibly hard. When life throws curveballs, our instinct often drives us to retreat, to build barriers around ourselves. But this philosophy invites us to do the very opposite. To navigate this journey, three guiding pillars emerge, urging us to maintain that internal openness. Embrace love freely, practice forgiveness readily, and cultivate laughter frequently. Let's pause on that middle pillar, forgiveness. In a world that can feel harsh, the idea of forgiving easily seems monumental, doesn't it? It feels risky, almost unfair. But consider this. Forgiveness isn't merely an act of kindness extended to someone else. It's a vital act of self-preservation. When we cling to grudges, we inadvertently seal off our hearts to shield against pain. But remember, a heart that is locked away cannot experience true joy. Therefore, forgiveness isn't about letting someone off the hook. It's about allowing yourself to remain fluid and free. And then we have laughter. Now, this may seem counterintuitive, especially in the face of real hardships. How can we laugh when life feels heavy? Yet, laughter is a powerful act of resilience. It grants us perspective. It creates a momentary space between us and our troubles. If you can still find humor amidst the chaos, then you maintain your sense of self, refusing to let despair fully take hold. You assert that the light within you remains brighter than the shadows surrounding you. This leads us to a beautiful metaphor, the heart as a source of radiant light. Imagine it glowing even in times of darkness. But this idea doesn't just stay personal, it extends to the broader community. A light doesn't merely brighten its own space. It transforms the entire room. What truly captivated me about this notion is the transition from experiencing joy to overflowing with it. Joy is a gift, and guess what? Gifts are meant to be shared. We often hoard our joy, fearing its scarcity, thinking we must protect our own happiness. But this philosophy flips that idea on its head. Your joy isn't solely for your own enjoyment. Rather, it becomes a beacon for those around you. The person next to you might still be wrestling with their own shadows. When we stay resilient, we not only uplift ourselves, but we also become a guiding light for others. We illuminate the paths of those who might be lost. It elevates joy beyond personal pleasure, making it a duty, a responsibility. When we retreat into ourselves, we not only diminish our own light, we darken the space for everyone else as well. It's a reminder that when faced with darkness, our most potent weapon is to generate light and, most importantly, to give that light away. As you traverse your day, remember, it's not solely about enduring it. It's about expanding your capacity to uplift others, too. So hear us a thought to ponder. If joy is indeed a gift that thrives on sharing, does clinging too tightly to it risk snuffing out its glow? It's a beautiful paradox. The light flourishes most when freely given away. Thank you for joining this exploration with me today. Until next time, keep that spirit bright and share the light.